So now we're gonna talk about y'all's favorite girl with the knees.
Oh,
So apparently, this past what was it Sunday? They were on a press tour for DC's Legend of what is it called? DC's Legend of Pets or DC's League
Life
of
of
Super
Pet.
Pets.
Oh.
So Dwayne it stars Dwayne the Rock Johnson, my husband,
Oh.
and that little tiny guy, Kevin Hart. So
Hey, wait.
uh,
Oh, go ahead.
Girl, I was like, who is Dwayne?
All right.
I know it
Dwayne
was
Look,
Johnson,
remember Leo,
my
my
husband on the
tiny guy.
side.
Remember at the club when I was like, when he was trying to give me a hug, Kevin
Yeah,
Hart,
Yeah.
no, she was like, no, no, I want to hug him.
Natalie.
Nelly. Go ahead.
No, no, don't.
Yeah, but
um,
sorry.
yeah, so they were doing a press tour for the movie about the DC League of Super Pets, during which during the press tours, the question was asked if you
What celebrity would you want to be a pet to?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, that's a good one. Why Megan Thee Stallion?
Well, we don't have to talk about that. Okay?
could be if you he asked if you could be a pet to what celebrity, who would it be? Without hesitation, Dwayne said Meg Thee Stallion. And so they asked in response, "Oh, can you say why they'll be?" He said, "We don't have to talk about that." So there is no telling.
Not her, in her. That's what
Right.
that sound like.
And so at this
Nasty.
time, most people took it as, they thought it was funny because they're thinking, okay, Dwayne Johnson was like Meg Thee Stallion. But her wonderful boyfriend, Mr. Fontaine, decided to get on Twitter and make some comments about the interview. He said, all our dogs are named after numbers. Just teach your wife to use seasoning and you be all right. Moana is the S though.
He mad.
Um,
Right. So then people was like, okay,
um,
are you serious? So of course, Black Twitter being Black Twitter decided to make all these memes about, oh, so now they want to basically let him know that that's not the person you want to mess with. He's just so much bigger than you are. And if you don't know who her boyfriend is, let me show a picture of them side by side.
I'm just about to be sad. He can't,
And I'll say,
I mean, I don't. He not attractive. He not.
he's not, but he also little as I don't know what. So I feel like
Oh, is
that
he?
big man.
Oh,
He's not that
oh,
tall, and they were saying that's why everybody was laughing. It was like you had nothing to say when she got shot by homeboy, but you want to talk to the 6'6" man about about all of you want to get smart with a person that's 6'6", and that's the thing. People don't understand. Like Dwayne Johnson is huge. That man is large, so that's not the person you want to be messing with.
I
So
walk
then he
your
he
ass.
decided to delete the tweets and put another thing up because he got roasted, of course, by Black Twitter. And so Black Twitter he came back when he said the comments started all our dogs numbers and ended with Moana is my S. I deleted it yesterday because it seemed like people took it wrong, thought maybe my joke was in poor taste. Of all the things to be worried about, y'all think I'm mad at The Rock. Ha ha. So what do you think about that? I know what I have to say about why he did all that, but go ahead.
That's funny. First of all, let me tell you something. If it was good, at least it would have been disrespectful to The Rock. But at least if it was a good dig, we would have let it go. Probably would have rejoiced, but said you was wrong. It was whack. It made no sense. And then you put a little racist undertone thing on there, and we already done claimed Dwayne as one of ours a little bit. So it's like, why you trying to be
I know a little bit
funny?
we claimed him.
And then it's like, yeah, we did. But it's like, and then put some seasoning. Tell your wife to put some seasoning. Ain't she like Hawaiian too? They like seasoning. They ain't get big like that. What was
She
she white? You
she
think?
white. She
is
white.
she? Is he married?
Yes, he is. Unfortunately,
I've
Yeah.
never seen his wife. But go
But
ahead.
it's like, the first of all, he ain't getting that big, and ain't nobody putting no seasoning on no stuff. Okay, so it's but whatever. It was stupid and right. Why you ain't say nothing? Tory Lane been talking mad this whole time, and you been quiet. I ain't even know you existed, bro, until now. And yeah, what, pourquoi? Like, why? I don't know. It's just it's funny, and it's just like, homie, get better jokes. That's it. That's it. That's your fault. You should have got roasted because you tried to roast and it was bad.
Jametrice, what you think?
Well, I just looked up a picture of his wife, and
Mm-hmm.
not to judge.
I know he could have
I'm
had
judging.
me, but he could have had me. I'm just kidding.
Exactly, but
Let me
his
see.
looked like her nose drip. You know how white folks, they nose, not even just white, but it's sometimes like pointy, and you ever seen them people when their nose look like it's dripping and it's all wet? Is it just me? But that's just
I don't even know what to say to you when you say stuff like that.
that's just what I think.
Oh no, she wahite. Okay. I don't know.
But
I thought maybe
I
it
would
was
say, I didn't
you know
even know
what? Love is love. Love is love. I don't care. My business.
I didn't know he was married, and you know how some people you wouldn't think
I
they
did.
would marry. I thought he would be with a little spicy,
At
some
least
type of
like,
Caribbean,
at least a brunette, a dark hair brunette.
some little salsa or some little flavor. But hey, it is what it is. He like it, I love it. But I could see why he would say Megan Thee Stallion, because as big as he is, I think he thinks she a tall glass of water herself. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
What?
Hey.
I mean, because she got them knees. She like you can just tell what he's envisioning. You know what I'm saying? I wish we could cut out her and put Megan.
She's pretty.
She got a nice smile, nice ass. Her nose is pointy and it looks like a witch, and it's like it drips. You know, if a witch, they nose be dripping. I'm sorry. Some of the stuff I say probably don't make no sense, but it makes sense in my head. But
I swear sometimes I can't stand her. I
y'all.
swear she just be saying stuff.
I'm gonna find some pictures for y'all. I mean, like they always okay, whatever. But no, I gotta find it. I gotta see what you.
So here's my take on it.
Go ahead.
The thing is, you got offended because a man who looks nicer than you basically paid your girl a compliment. Basically said he would love to be in her presence and lay on her lap as her dog, and you was in your feelings, and so you tried to say something, but you weren't smart enough to do a good dig. So you did a dig about dogs having names at the numbers, which makes no sense whatsoever. Then you got to talk about Moana. What does that have to do with anything?
No movie, by the way. Okay.
Right, a movie that sold a lot of money, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So it meant
More
nothing.
than him.
And then when you got roasted, black Twitter, basically everybody saying he would drag you. Then all of a sudden you was like, wait a minute, he bigger than me. Let me go ahead and do some damage control and say, I was just joking. Why y'all worried about that? No, we wasn't worried about it. You was, because you felt the need to say something. So don't embarrass yourself because you felt the need to say something, but you wouldn't say nothing to Mr. Lanes when he was over here talking about your girl.
But not only that, Megan probably was like, look, I'll be working with these mugs, all right?
Oh, Megan, they brought it up to her as well.
Over here.
So they did bring it up to her.
My paper. Shut up.
He just scared that it like she gonna like the fact that the Rock shows some interest.
Yeah.
She's scared that she gonna go because most women would.
Yes, we would. We would.
She's working those areas. She trying to climb up. She a definitely big top selling artist. It's like you out here trying to start some stuff with people, and I got to do damage control and stuff like that because you just in your feelings about stupid stuff and it don't even make sense. So
and so yeah, she did actually comment because she was on a Sirius XM interview and they actually played her the clip because she didn't know about the clip, and she actually laughed and was like, oh my God, I guess I'm famous now. So she was like, I've been watching him for wrestling since, I was a kid. And to get, for him, they noticed me. She's like, I must be basically, she was like, call me. so she basically like, I done made it now. So, I mean, she was actually happy and impressed. So to her boyfriend, yeah, you need to be worried. Sorry.
And then, I mean, she hot, she a celebrity, so I mean, come on, Nash. He ain't the only one that want her.
Right. It's like, but it was like misplaced.
That's around to take this photo and
Look,
Photoshop her in there.
we can say she a witch. If
I'm gonna go
Megan
ahead and
Thee Stallion
Photoshop
came
her in
to
there.
her,
See
if
what them babies might look like. I'm gonna have to Photoshop that in there.
oh y'all,
I didn't know that was his wife. I mean,
I didn't know he had. I swear I thought she was like dark hair. Wait, he was married before.
Because he was married before to
Yeah.
Danny. That
And
was
she
his
had
high
dark
school
hair. That's
sweetheart,
what
and
I'm
she
thinking
and they
about.
had the little
Oh, wait.
the girl that has this a wrestler now. His daughter's a wrestler for WWE.
She's that old?
Yeah, because remember when that back in the day, I don't remember if y'all will remember this because it wasn't that great of a
Okay, see,
song.
that's who I'm thinking
Y'all
about.
remember that
'Cause I'm
song with
like, I
Wyclef Jean? It doesn't matter. He was rapping it when The Rock was rapping, and he was like, "It doesn't matter." Oh, okay, I'm gonna post a clip in here when I post this. But that's back in the day when he did that. His daughter was little because I remember them doing like something on the runway when she was tiny. So I remember even so, I was like, "Oh my gosh, she old enough to be in WWE." Oh my god,
LB,
you
are you
feel?
stalking The Rock? You know a lot about his
I know.
transitions
I
through
do. I do.
time and space.
I do. Ever since he was wearing them panties on WWE.
I remember from The Rock.
You
That
smell
was
what the
everything.
rock is cooking.
I sure do.
With the
I
eye.
do. I
I'm gonna have
do.
a
I couldn't
stroke, man.
stand
Like,
like the wrestling back then because it was so phony and all that. And
But my dad loved wrestling, so I used to watch
everybody
wrestling. So
did,
I'm not gonna lie.
especially
I
then.
watched it
That's
till
the
this
man
day.
soap opera. It's a man soap opera, is what it is.
Exactly. It's so funny. I'm like, this is
For
so.
teenage boys, 7th grade, all them boys was into it. Even has like that for real. Has tapes of WWE that he watched over and over and over and over again from back in the day and stuff like he ain't seen it. They be into that stuff. It's like,
Yeah,
okay.
because WWE was just it. Let's be clear. I still watch WWE. Like even in past college, my friends in Memphis and I, we used to go to Hooters and literally go to watch the Raw and SmackDown and Raw. You go in there, and he would have his big old fake belt. My friend's husband, he used to have his big old fake belt. We used to go in there and go watch who go to Hooters, and people will pack out Hooters for Raw. It's just wrestling is fun. I'm sorry. I love it.
It's a good time. You know what? I'm always down to go to a party that got a good time going. I ain't gotta know what's going on. That's why I don't mind going to baseball games. That's why I don't mind going to football games. That's why I don't mind basketball games. It's a good time. I ain't gotta understand it all the way, but I am gonna talk sometimes. Like